Closer look at today's historic inauguration and the work that is ahead for this new administration is KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel. Brian, good to have you on here on this inauguration day. Obviously, we heard over and over today from President Biden saying that he wants to move past the division, the discord that we see in this country right now to take on these very real challenges that we're facing here. What does he have to do beyond the speeches? What does he have to do now with his actions to show that he is truly the person to heal and to unite us?
Well, Alex, I would start with it was a remarkable day and a very long day for the president and the vice president. And at the end of all of this, the president will have to reach across the aisle. He's going to have to talk to Republicans about important issues facing America, and he's got to demonstrate that he can work with Republicans for Republicans to really join in the movement forward. The numbers are there right now for Democrats. They have the Senate, they have the House, they have the Senate just narrowly, but he can move a lot of things. But if he really wants to make a sea change in Washington, D.C., it's going to require bipartisan approaches to things.
Yeah, even though they do control both houses of Congress, but we're talking about very slim majorities there. Today, We're watching here President Biden signing one of the many executive orders that he signed earlier today, right after he took office here. He tackled a number of issues, climate change, equality issues. He also addressed the coronavirus pandemic with the first order he signed. That was a mask mandate for anybody on federal property here. What do you think the message was, particularly with that first order and the mask mandate? What was the message you think President Biden was trying to send about how this administration is going to handle the coronavirus pandemic different than his predecessor?
Well, in general, Alex, I think he was trying to demonstrate by executive fiat today that there's a new president in town. This president is going to conduct business in a different way. Coronavirus is just one issue on his plate. It is the major issue, and so the mask mandate is one thing. But now, over the next days and weeks, we will see whether the new head of the CDC and President Biden and the Democrats can make some fundamental changes in the way that the coronavirus has been fought in the United States. Perhaps that's by really moving forward on vaccine distribution. Things like that have been slow. Mm-hmm. We'll have to see. It's a vexing problem. No problem that gets to the president is easy. And coronavirus is certainly one of the most difficult challenges a president will ever face.
Absolutely. The biggest challenge that is in front of this administration right now. Finally, Brian, as we wrap up here tonight, obviously beyond the executive orders, the idea is to get your agenda passed through Congress here. And we talked about those slim majorities here. But of course, Vice President Harris from here in the Bay Area, she obviously is that key tie-breaking vote in a Senate that's divided 50-50. How do you see her role here? Obviously, she's the tie-breaking vote here, but do you see her playing a role as sort of a lobbyist, spending time trying to get senators on board to get legislation passed? What does that look like?
That is her role. That is her role, Alex. She will be working with her former colleagues as a United States senator, trying to move the president's agenda, looking for ways to work with Republicans so that things aren't 50-50. The Republicans, for their part, I think in the early days, will try to give the president some wins. That's traditional, certainly around the people that he is selecting for key positions in his administration. The president needs those people to move ahead, and I think the Republicans will help him with that.
All right, well, we will wait to see. Always appreciate you coming on, especially on a day like today, certainly a big day for this nation. KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel. Brian, thank you so much.
Yeah, very welcome.